Hey guys, Gabriel here from Serial Killers. We got the two best Austrian Mortal Kombat X players here, and we're gonna ask them some questions. We got St9rm and Adagost. So let's begin with how did you guys get into beat 'em ups? Your first beat 'em up game, or yeah?
For me, when I was younger, I used to play a lot of Street Fighter 4, just casually, and when I saw Mortal Kombat 9 hit the shelves, I saw a trailer, and I immediately got it, and I played online. And I thought I was good actually, but I wasn't good. I went to a tournament and I got wrecked, so that's when, yeah, things started for me.
Okay, and you?
I started with Street Fighter 4. Previously I played a lot of Tekken and Street Fighter Alpha, so I actually always was into it. But yeah, with Street Fighter 4 I bought myself an arcade stick and I was into it. I really liked the game at that time, and here I am.
Okay. So how did you guys get to be the best players in Austria? You got like a tournament you won, or let's talk about that.
Actually, when I was at in Cannes back then, when there was the MK9 tourney, I met two guys from the dojo in Vienna, the virtual dojo, and they told me about it. I didn't live in Vienna back then, but I swore to myself as soon as I moved to Vienna one day, I will try to be the best in Mortal Kombat X. So we was to the tournament and everything. So that's when everything started actually. Okay. Definitely when playing offline with other people, it's a huge difference.
And how did it for you? Started for you the tournament thing?
The tournament scene. Actually, when Tekken released for PSP, I think it was 5 Resurrection or Dark Resurrection. They hosted a tournament at the Millennium City here, and I think there were 50 or 200 people there. I'm not sure how many it was, but a lot of foreign people were here from Hungary and more, but that I don't remember. And yeah, I knew at that time I want to play at tournaments, and I thought with Street Fighter 4 I had the best opportunity since it was released new in 2005. Yeah.
Okay, so the last tournament you guys played together was at Area 52. You won the thing and you got second. So that's how you're the best players in Austria. And St9rm, you got to play in another country. Let's talk about that.
Actually there were qualifiers I think in 16 different countries, and with each qualifier having maybe 50 to 100 or 200 people. And on the courtesy of Warner Brothers, the winner of these qualifiers were flown out to Paris to compete at the Japan Expo. And yeah, basically I met a lot of people who won the qualifiers. Really great competition there. And yeah, it didn't turn out as I expected, because I was on a business trip 1 week before the tournament, so I wasn't able to play. And then I went there, and I actually didn't do that bad, but for me personally, I think I did bad. I could have done better, so I'm looking forward to the next tournament. The guy who won it, his name's Foxy Grandpa. He's a great player. He even got second at EVO last week. So just to get you an impression of the players competing there, because you really have great competition.
And how far did you come in the tournament?
I went 5th, so I beat the Portuguese guy, I beat the Spanish guy, and I went 3-2 versus Foxy Grandpa. So that was kind of close, I'd say. And then I lost my exposure and power, and I lost to the Belgian guy, Master VHD. So yeah, I turned out 5th, which is quite unfortunate, but it was an experience, definitely worth seeing.
So what was your favorite part of the tournament, or your hardest game, or?
Definitely meeting the players in real life, you know, because I play on PC. It's probably the worst part of the game, and these players were all PS4 players, so after a tournament like a week ago, I decided to get a PS4 and play these guys more regularly, because you don't get the chance to meet people you play that often, and especially at a tournament. It's great seeing these people, having a beer, having a chat, and so that was definitely the best thing about the trip, like meeting the people and seeing them play and just hanging out, you know.
And the hardest game, like your hardest enemy, or?
Oh, definitely Foxy Grandpa.
Okay.
His character, he as a player is really good, but his character is really good as well. I'd say he's the best character in the game, Kung Lao. So of course you have to know how to use him, and that's what he perfectly does, because he's a great guy, and he's a great player, which is really cool.
So do you got any tips for starters in Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter to get into beat 'em ups, or like a location in Vienna or in Austria to get better in beat 'em up games?
Well, for me it's like, you know, people buy the game, they play online, and they get a lot of bad habits like jumping, doing unsafe stuff. So if you want to start a game, try playing offline. If you live in Vienna, you can come to the dojo, virtual dojo in Vienna. We basically just play fighting games, and we host weekly tournaments on Friday without a prize, but it's just a Mortal Kombat tournament. We even stream and stuff. But if you really want to get to know the game, you gotta learn your character. You gotta learn the other characters. You gotta learn frame data. Of course, that's advanced stuff, but first get rid of your bad habits like jumping a lot and doing unsafe stuff, and then just practice. I'd say practice makes perfect.
I wouldn't set the ladder that high when you start. You will have to learn your basics. You will have a learning process, because that's the core of the game. Like if somebody's jumping on you 10 times, you don't let him do that. You try to catch him or anti-air him or whatever. And these things, you grow with them. And yes, these things, it's best to learn them offline than online, because the timing is different. And yeah, that's what I would say would be the best thing.
So what are your personal favorites, let's say 3 characters of the game? Start with you.
For me, I only play one character. It's Takeda.
Okay.
He's apparently he's like bottom tier, because he's slow normals, unsafe stuff. But you can, I think, with every character in the game, you can make something out of it. It's not that one character is completely trash. Maybe Goro, but but still, for me it's Takeda, because I was at MK9. I was a Smoke main, and he reminded me of Smoke, like with his mask and with his teleport, with his look. So that's my favorite character. And then I would say, oh, it's hard. I played Sub-Zero as well. I like his design. He's a really great character. And who else is there? And I like the new characters like Devora. Super cool. I really like the step from St9rm. They took that they introduced new characters who were completely new to the franchise. But of course, I'd say every character is good, but I'd go with Takeda, Devora, and Sub-Zero.
Okay. And for you?
The best 3 characters.
For you.
The best characters or the favorite characters?
Let's start with favorite, maybe then best.
Alright, the favorites. What are my favorite characters? I like the Devora a lot. The style, the variations. I think she's a new, unique addition to the game, and that's good for the game. It's fresh, it's new. And what else? I like, Predator, the design. It's amazing. He's a DLC character, but nonetheless, I think he's worth every cent, because he looks amazing, guys. If you didn't look at him, go check him out. And wait, I like Sub-Zero. I always love Sub-Zero. That's how it is, guys. Sorry. Sub-Zero from the bottom of my heart.
So maybe again, your best characters?
Definitely Kung Lao, Raiden, and arguably Shinnok. Because Shinnok was low tier at first, but I guess the community cried so they got buffs, and now he's top tier. But Kung Lao is definitely the best character in the game, no doubt.
Okay. And your opinion on that?
Kung Lao, I would say Kung Lao, because at EVO and at the tournaments you have so many Kung Laos in the top 8s. I think you cannot argue against that he's one of the strongest characters. Aaron Black is different because you have mainly one person who's going top 8 with him, so yeah. And Devora is maybe strong, well, she's strong of course, but you need to learn to play her because she's quite hard to play.
Okay. Yeah, you got to know our best Austrian Mortal Kombat players now, and we're gonna jump to a match so you can watch them play, and maybe we're gonna analyze it later, so stay tuned.
Round 1, fight! You cannot win. Round 2, fight! Final round, fight! Finish him! Takeda wins. Round 1, fight! Round 2, fight!
headache?
Cannot evade me.
Finish him!
So we are back. Yeah, that was a bit brutal.
Yeah, quite a bit.
So Storm won the match. We can analyze the thing. So from a beat 'em up pro opinion, maybe talk about first your character or your moves.
Okay, basically the game plan with Takeda is you want to keep him away because he has slow normals, but he has a good range. So what I did is try to keep him away and try to make him do something unsafe, like a slide, and then you block it and then you can punish it. What I also tried is you do a block string, it's safe, but you're at a disadvantage, which means gives you like -3 frames or so. And he wants to poke, of course, so he can do his block string, and I have to read him, I have to read his mind that he has to poke, and then I will do an armor move. Like, it's a read. If he blocked that, I would have gotten a lot of damage, but due to the fact that he poked, I was able to do armor move and punish him for poking. So that's basically the game plan. You have to read your opponent and guess right what he's gonna do next.
So you did a like 50% combo in the game. How long did you train to get it? Or?
I've played this character since day one, and all of the setups I'm using, I came up on my own. So he has these kunais you throw on the floor, and you can hold the button and detonate him anytime you want, like maybe after 1 or 2 seconds. And what I try to do is I make a setup where he has to block high, he has to block the overhead and the low at the same time. So it's hard to blockable. It's not an unblockable, but it's hard to block. So that's what I used. And it's, of course, it costs a lot of meter. Meter is very important in this game, and I wasted 3 meter for this combo and the setup. So if he would have punished me for anything, I would have not been able to break the combo.
Okay.
So it's a high risk, high reward, I would say.
Yeah. So your opinion?
My opinion? Well, to start off, Sub-Zero is a very footsie heavy character. Footsie is, I don't know how to explain. You just poke. That's the maximum range of your poke range. So you just kind of stay in it and walk out of it to force your opponent to press stupid things. In this particular matchup, I think Takeda is in favor because Sub-Zero cannot play footsies with him because Takeda has so much range and the ice ball is too slow, pretending to kunais. Yeah, we played the matchup quite a bit, so I think I'm in a good place to say the matchup is not very good for Sub-Zero.
I agree, yes.
Yeah, but yeah, nonetheless, he's a great player, so I lost to the player 2, of course. I made some bad decisions. I think that's a problem from my problem, because I didn't play a lot in the last time, but still I will watch it and I will grow from it, learn more, and give you a better fight next time.
Okay, thanks for the good fight and the time to answer our questions. So again, it was Adagost and Storm, the 2 best Austrian players in Mortal Kombat X, and thanks for watching.